Hi, in 2025, the question isn't will AI change work? It's how far has it already changed? And who's quietly getting pushed out first? I was watching a conversation with an economist, associate professor. He wrote about it back in 2023, right when the generative AI boom, I think ChatGPT was exploding. Even the book's tagline caused tension. The publisher wanted something scary, like you might not be able to make a living. He tried to soften it and had them add the tiny maybe. That tiny word matters because the truth is, it's not that everyone is doomed. It's that some roles will shrink fast and the timing is getting earlier. So what changed between 2023 and 2025? My answer was immediate coding agents. These are AI systems that don't just explain code. They actually write and execute programming tasks for you. And in the US, their rapid adoption is producing a weird result. Computer science students who you'd assume should be the safe winners are finding it harder to get hired because companies are starting to say the programming can be done by AI. We don't need as much entry level engineers. But Japan is flipping their script. In Japan, many IT companies are now training new graduates to use AI for programming as a part of onboarding. So young workers are being hired and taught the AI workflow early. So at the same time, a risk is emerging mid-career. Highly experienced programmers, especially those seen as less fluent in new digital tools, so maybe hired less. Not because they are not smart, but because companies assume younger or digital natives will pick up AI faster. And this connects to a bigger shift. It's no longer just IT literacy. It's becoming IT literacy plus AI literacy. Even the job search process itself, apps, online systems, automated screening can become a barrier. So if you struggle with the digital layer, switching jobs gets harder. They add the AI to that layer, and the gap can widen. So now, when people hear AI replaces white collar work, they often imagine some dramatic wipeout. But I was careful. It's not that every office worker disappears. The biggest white collar category is still administrative work. But what determines survival isn't your job title. It's whether your work depends on something AI can't easily replicate. I kept coming back to one word: hospitality. The human attention, emotional nuance, the ability to notice subtle needs and respond with care. AI is powerful, but it's still weak at real human consideration. That said, some roles still directly in AI's path. The call centers, for example, AI can already handle large volumes of customer responses. And then I said something provocative, almost rude on purpose. Even university lecturers could be less needed. Why? Because advising, teaching, and explaining are exactly what large language models do extremely well. They are patient, polite, and available 24/7. Of course, White teachers will still matter. People whose classes are genuinely engaging, whose personality pulls students in. But if the lecture is boring and students are half asleep anyway, then the students will start thinking, why still here when AI can teach me better, faster, and tailor to my pace? And then there's the creator problem. Creators are in danger too, especially those who just produce as instructed. Image generation, the video generation, and even systems like Sora, video generation AI, are making it possible to create content by simply describing in words. So if your job is draw what someone tells you to draw, then there's exactly what AI can do. So what survives? Not creativity as a label, but originality, your own style, your own voice, and your own perspective. The kind of expression that's tied to a lived human identity. So if you are replaceable by a prompt, AI will replace you, and in your work carry something only you can see, feel, or interpret. You have a chance. Now, here's when it gets bigger. The 2030 problem. I predict AI unemployment accelerates around 2030 because of the rise of general purpose AI. AI that can handle many kinds of tasks like a human can. Today's AI is already quite general in language. But imagine in next step, not just answering questions, but becoming a super competent subordinate. Ordinate, subordinate inside your computer. So you give it a go, and it executes tasks across tools and systems, like having a dozens of workers. So if one AI agent can do our work of 50 people, and then companies will start asking a broader question: do we still need the 50? And some people call their point the singularity. The woman at the moment the mo- the moment AI surpasses human intelligence, definitions vary, and what the public meaning is simple. AI becomes smarter than us. It used to be 2045. Now, many people argue it could happen much earlier. And it's not just digital work. I pointed to humanoid robots like Tesla's Optimus as a preview of what happens when AI leaves the screen and enter the physical world. Today, robots still struggle with complex, unpredictable environments, but they are improving. Smoother walking and better balance and delicate grip control, even holding an egg without crushing it. So why does humanoid form matter? So human bodies, stairs, and narrow paths, unstable construction sites. We all do the robot can't climb where workers climb. A human's shaped robot can. So which blue color jobs are impacted by first? So warehouses or moving goods, construction, carrying materials, working in risky areas, danger zones, nuclear plants, hazardous environments, places where sending humans is costly and dangerous, but also emphasized constraints. Cost matters. If robots are expensive and humans are cheaper, humans stay. And even if robots become capable, they often lack judgment when facing situations with no historical data. Machines learn from their past. Humans improvise with the values empathy, and intuition in healthcare or caregiving, where unexpected crises happen. So humans still play their final role. I even said final responsibility might remain human almost forever, especially when lives are on the line. So how do you survive in an AI era? I give two big answers. First, don't become a waiting for instructions person. So if your job is following instructions, AI will do that faster. Instead, move it to the side that gives instructions. But and this is crucial. Being able to command AI isn't enough. You need to know what you want to make, what kind of service, product, of content should exist in the world. That version is what I call direction power. I used an animation example, a film that used to require 50 illustrators might be done with the two or three, with the AI filling the rest. In that world, the director survives, while many production roles shrink. Which means, if you want to work in think beyond, want to work in creative industries, you may need to think beyond. I can draw, and toward I can lead project, shape a story, and define a style. Second, train your problem finding instinct. So here I say something surprisingly human cultivate complaints. I literally keep notes on my phone and tiny frustrations, annoyances. Why is this like that? Moments, because AI robots don't truly feel dissatisfaction. New production come from human discomfort and desire. So complaints are raw material for invention. Soon building things will be easier than ever. So you say, make this app, and the AI agent will produce it. Even patents may become easier. So AI could draft documents that used to require specialists. The barrier to turning an idea into reality will drop. So, but the AI still can't judge whether something truly fits human taste or values. Especially if the idea is generally new, AI can generate options, but humans must steer, refine, and decide. This is the version we ship. That final value judgment, that direction remains a human job. So, what to the future after all this? I described an extreme endpoint. Purely mechanized economy, whether AI, robots handle most of production and humans mostly manage, supervise, and direct if robots can also build, expand rapidly, leading to explosive economic growth, and poverty could shrink. But there's a catch: demand and resources. If production grows faster than consumption, you get demand shortage. So possibly severe depression. In that world, governments may need to distribute money to keep consumption flowing. So even if demand is solved, resources can become a bottleneck. Metals or oil or gas consume massive power, so energy becomes the battlefield. Yet even there, I see hope. Smart grids optimized by AI and the accelerating progress of nuclear fusion. So what once sounds like 2040s technology might arrive earlier thanks to AI-driven discovery. I gave one symbolic example. Demis Hassabis of DeepMind received the Nobel Prize in chemistry, not because he personally discovered the molecule with its own hands, but because the AI he helped create made discoveries possible. AI, in a sense, AI is starting to earn scientific breakthroughs. If that continues, medicine could advance dramatically. People might avoid illness more easily. Things humans caused like dreams could become reality. So their conclusion wasn't fear AI. It wasn't don't compare with the AI on raw knowledge. Instead, invest in being a human, experience taste and values and obsession, discomfort and desire. Your body, your story, your point of view. Those are the where new ideas come from. AI will replace tasks, but direction, what to build, and why it matters, and how it should feel still starts with us. Thank you today also. Bye bye.